All right, what's up, guys? So, today's video, we're going to be talking about how to overcome social anxiety. Now, for a lot of people, this can be a really severe topic. It can be a very hard topic for most people, but that's why I'm kind of just here to go over a little bit, share my experience, and give you guys some advice. So, the first thing I want to go over is why is it that you have social anxiety? Is it because you feel like people are constantly judging you, or maybe you just fear that you're going to say the wrong thing in a conversation? With both those things aside, the idea is that in general, you think that you're going to do something wrong, that, things aren't going to go how you expect them to go. It's going to be awkward. And, you're just overall having these thoughts in your head that it's just none of what you're about to get into is going to go well. And you don't want to further it. Most people that have social anxiety would rather stay home, rather just not do anything at all that requires, conversation or interaction with really anyone. And I'll tell you from my personal experience, if I knew I had to go out and do something or talk to someone and it was going to be stressful or maybe has a chance of being awkward or whatever it may be, I know that I would always go straight to drinking. If I could drink and, have some form of alcohol in my system, I would find that, all this social anxiety is gone. I'm able to just, use the conversation not going well as an excuse of being drunk or just, and most times just the alcohol would kind of completely delete that sense of like even having a conversation. And I'm here to tell you that that is really not good. If you have that issue, definitely seek some kind of counseling slash therapy. I know for a lot of people that can be a huge issue. Most of the time, a lot of people I know only smoke weed or only drink because it relieves that social anxiety from them. And honestly, when it comes to having to rely on something like a substance of any kind, or just like I said, alcohol, weed, whatever it may be that you're relying yourself on, maybe if you aren't able to seek counseling or a therapist, understanding that you will need to break that barrier on your own. Not only are you getting over the social anxiety aspect, but you're also getting over the addiction of that thing. Now, I can make another video on how to get over things like that. But for now, we're just going to kind of stick to social anxiety, being that, those things do go hand in hand. And sometimes the correlation between the two can create a very strong thing that's hard to break. But like I said, for another video, definitely could talk a little more about that. But so you want to get over this social anxiety. You want it to be gone. You want to be able to have a conversation day to day and not feel that pressure, whatever it may be, that anxiety. And I'm here to tell you that your solution for that problem is you need to break the boundary. You need to go out. You need to talk more. Don't rely on the drugs. Don't rely on the alcohol. Don't rely on anything that it may be. Simply learning to just hold a conversation, just interacting with others on a day-to-day basis every day until you just break that awkwardness in your head, because I can almost promise you every time that you think that, oh, this isn't going the way I liked it to be, that the other person on the other end, if not being thinking the same thing, they don't care. No one really cares. At the end of the day, we all forget these things. If there's an awkward conversation, it's okay. It's life, right? Like things will, fade away. Memories tend to go away. People only forget important things. They're not sitting there remembering, that awkward moment where you were stuck on your words. So simply just getting over the social anxiety is just going out, pushing yourself to do better, pushing yourself to just get used to other people. A lot of social anxiety builds from the idea of being inside a lot or maybe just not around others as much. You need to go out more, spend some time with some people, and just interact a lot more. I can personally tell you in my personal experience that whenever I had gone out and started hanging out with buddies and talking, within a week I could already feel that there was no tension to do anything. If I knew that I was going to be going out and having fun with my friends, I knew that like there's no social anxiety in my body that's stopping me from even just being like, yeah, I'm going to go out, I'm going to have fun. For some people, it may take longer than others. If you really do have a severe social anxiety problem to the point where it's hard to just generally talk, that may take longer time. But for most people, I can promise you within a week of just taking the time out of your day to go talk to others, it will go away a lot quicker. Now, the science behind kind of why this works is because number one, once you've talked to so many people for so long, you're so used to it. The idea is getting your body and your mind used to the idea of just constantly talking to others to the point where you don't think about it. Now, I'm not saying focus on this directly and just try and like think, oh, well, am I being less socially awkward? Blah, blah, blah. Am I being less socially anxious? Don't think like that. Just live your day to day life. Talk the way you talk. Don't try to change your tone. Don't try to be different. Just be yourself. And I can promise you right now, things will get better and you will notice a difference. And let's say you do go out and you try and talk a little more and you try to, build some conversations, whatever it may be, and it doesn't go well. It fails miserably. You just feel like you fucked up. And then whenever you, inevitably go home or whatever it is you escape to, you're like, I'm never doing that again. And you put yourself back in that shell that you tried so hard to break out of, you're now back into, you have to break out of it again, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that once again, you need to just get straight back to it. If you had a hard time and you felt like it didn't go the way you planned, it doesn't matter. The only way you're going to get over this is by you just keep trying. Just keep trying to make that difference. Keep trying to make that change. And I promise you, you will get to a point where it's just everything is way better. I like to say a lot of times when a barrier is broken like that, it tends to have a hard time to come back. But when it does come back, doubling down and breaking it again almost ensures that it's not going to come back again. Now, yes, if you go straight back to being in a shell and staying home and not going out, of course you're going to build up all that social anxiety again, or just that overall anxiety. It's going to build back up, and then yeah, it's going to be hard to break again. That's why I'm saying when it is that you get to the point of breaking it, just if it doesn't work well, just keep going, keep talking to others, just keep being social, keep being out. Look, the best part of life is just being around others and enjoying each other's company, conversations, memories. I mean, that's the whole goal of life, is to just build those memories, and a good majority of those memories are going to be with other people. So lacking the ability to make memories is just digging yourself a deeper hole. So yeah, kind of just enough with the rambling. Bottom line is you guys need to get out, need to just create fun times, create memories, create whatever it is that you enjoy most about life, and quit letting a thing like social anxiety just hold you back. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. I'm going to do more videos on stuff like this. Like I said, might even make a video talking about maybe, drug problems, alcohol problems, whatever it may be. I've personally struggled with these things in my life, and, I've overcome them, and I've, had my own ways of overcoming them, and being able to just share my advice. Maybe it could help you guys out, in your situations, whatever that may be. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you do enjoy this video, drop a like. If you want to see more like it, drop a sub. That's going to be it. Peace.